April 25th, and we're very grateful for our friends at Sulphur Springs Dodge for helping us to make this event possible again this year, and we're looking forward to having a great event.
People like to eat this stuff, and they also like to get together with other friends in an informal setting.
They do, and on all the advertisements, we've been calling it a Crawfish Bowl because that fits on the page easier, but it's really a crawfish festival. It's a lot of fun. The event is from 5 until 10, and then after that, there's other events that take place there downtown, but we have live music. Of course, I don't think that we need an excuse at all to get together and eat crawfish, but live music, a great time. We shut off Main Street. And last year, for those of you that went, we had tables all the way down Main Street. And on our Facebook page, there's pictures from last year, which is pretty amazing when we had a photographer that got up on top of one of the buildings and took a picture down the street. And just to see over 1,000 people on Main Street having fun, celebrating this great city that we live in is just a good experience. And the event just keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. Last year we had 2,000 pounds of crawfish that we cooked.
Was it enough?
It was enough, and we wanted to make sure that we had enough. And one of the things that's funny is I heard on the radio about a crawfish event that was in downtown Dallas, and they were bragging about how they were going to have 1,000 pounds of crawfish. We had double that our first year, and this year our goal is 2 tons of crawfish, or 4,000 pounds. And one of the things that we're wanting everybody to help us do is to buy your tickets now. If people buy their tickets now, it'll make it easier for us to plan the event and make sure that, just like last year, that we have enough crawfish and that we don't run out. And in order to encourage people to buy their tickets now rather than later, for the next 2 weeks, we're going to have the ticket price reduced to $20 a ticket.
Whoa.
1 week before the event, it'll go up to $25 a ticket, and then at the door, the tickets will be $30. So if everyone will help us to buy their tickets in advance, it'll make sure that we have a great event again and have enough crawfish to eat.
Now, when you say at the door, you mean at the day of the event?
At the event itself, yes.
Now I have to ask you, 2 tons of crawfish is probably not that easy for someone to prepare, just a regular person. Who does all this?
We have a man named Chad Broussard. And the name
he sounds Cajun.
He is Cajun. He's from Lake Charles, Louisiana. And he actually brings his own crawfish that he raises in his own ponds.
Really?
Funny story, the first time that I called and talked to him, he answered the phone and told me he had to call me back because I talked to him January of last year, and he was actually in his crawfish pond checking on the crawfish. Now, I don't know how you do that, but I'd imagine the water's kind of dark, and who knows what he's doing to check on them. But he brought up all of this crawfish. He has his amazing cookers that he uses. They sound like jet engines when they light them off, and it's pretty neat just to watch them do it because they have it set out almost like an assembly line.
So it's sort of a total experience.
It is.
Like a festival would be.
It is. It is.
What else do people do? Do they dress a certain way, or is there a certain attire that's, right for eating crawfish?
No, we don't think that you should wear your Sunday best because eating crawfish can be a little bit messy.
Are there special bibs?
There are special bibs, and we provide, even though Main Street is not set up for fine dining, we have hand washing stations, and we have wipes on every table just to make sure that even though it is messy, we can get cleaned up afterwards. But I would recommend that people just come as they are, and it's a casual event, and we want to make sure that it's something that not only adults but kids can enjoy also.
How does the city of Sulphur Springs enter into this big festival?
Well, with everything that we've done downtown, we have been trying to create events that sustain themselves, that doesn't require the city to constantly have to set new things up. Because the more activity we have downtown, the more successful that it'll be. And Rotary came up with this idea of having a festival on Main Street, and it's crawfish season, and we all love crawfish. And so this is something that we want to develop into a regional event. Maybe someday it'll be a statewide event where people look forward to April so they can come to Sulphur Springs and enjoy this great event. And that one of the reasons why we use social media and some of the other avenues to get the word out is to make sure that people out of town are informed of this event. This year we added for the first time the ability to buy tickets online.
Okay.
So if they will go and search on Facebook, then they can get through to figure out exactly where to go to buy the tickets online, and that's where they'll be $20 a piece.
Okay.
So anybody listening right now can click on their computer and buy them right now.
Good idea.